Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Star and Flurry. Or welcome if this is your first visit. Thanks for stopping by. Um, so I had a subscriber ask me to do a ramble. Like I ramble. Yes, I do. I do that. To do a ramble on the Mara Lunne Tarot, which is in my top five. It's in my deck crush. It'll forever live as one of my favorite decks, partially because it was my very first kind of indie style deck, and my first step away from traditional Rider-Waite-Smith, and I just fell in love with it, and it was the deck that taught me that there's others out there. Opened up a whole new world, which I still haven't decided if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's a good thing, but there's so many out there. It's just insane. And every time I turn on a YouTuber, I'm just, I want that. And I have to just, no. So the Mara Lunne is by an artist. I don't know her first name. She goes by L.S. Grainne. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Grainne. Her website is clarysagemoon.com, I think. Just simple. Her Instagram is clary.sage.moon. And she has a lot of her artwork there. I have actually ordered a couple of prints from her. I just love her work, and it was I discovered her tarot deck first, and then kind of discovered her Instagram. I was like, so I bought a big one that's in my bedroom that I absolutely dearly love. So she wanted me to do a ramble on the Mara Lunne, and I don't do walkthroughs partially because, or have not done walkthroughs or really rambles about specific tarot decks, I don't think. I mean, I've done, kind of brief shows and stuff like that, what I like about them, but partially because I distrust my own abilities in terms of deciphering tarot, and so I'm afraid I'm going to misstep, which I do frequently. I try to correct it in the descriptor box, but I miss things a lot. I used to be phenomenally detail-oriented, and I'm just not anymore, so that always turns out to be an issue, but I thought I'd give it a shot. So here we go. So the Mara Lunne comes now. Here's the deal. The deck I'm gonna review is the one from Game Crafters. It's the linen edition, which is lovely, beautiful cardstock. I love it. The first one I got, which I will pull out here. I mean, there's not much of a difference really. I mean, when you think about it, back to back, I think they're absolutely the same. I've got some glare, sorry. But back to back, they're literally the same. But, the complaint, or at least my complaint, is slightly that the color saturation on the Game Crafters edition it's a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? Pastel-y, is that a word? It's a little lighter than the deep color saturation that comes on the edition that was from Make Playing Cards, which was the first one I received, the first one I ordered. Now, the subscriber told me that she finally decided she was going to order the Make Playing Cards version, and it is no longer available on Make Playing Cards, and so I thought that was weird, and so I went to Clary Sage Moon. I just Googled Mara Lunne Tarot, and it comes right up. You go right to her website, and she now says available exclusively on Game Crafter. So I don't know. I mean, frankly, I say the color saturation is better on the MPC cards, but maybe that was not correct. Maybe the Game Crafters is just, sorry about the mowing outside. It's spring here. Everybody's doing yard work. I should probably close the thing. Anyways, always springtime. That's the noise. It's the soundtrack of spring. Anyways, so maybe the Game Crafters was just more true to her coloring, which could be the case. But in terms of preference, color-wise, I like the MPC version better. In terms of handling, I prefer the linen edition, which is the Game Crafters edition. So, and I believe the MPC version did not come with any kind of little white book. The Game Crafters one does, so that's a plus. I mean, it's pretty simple, kind of limited to keywords like the Fool, Open Road, Adventure, and New Potential, Spontaneity, First Step, Youthful. She also lists reverse meanings. I don't know who the writer on this is. I assume it's LS Grainne, I would guess. But it's just a stapled little book together. But it does, give you some information. So that's good. So I did manage to put these in order. Usually I start these videos and I have not done that, so yay for me. Here are the backs. Oh, where can I get away from the glare here? Just right like that. Yeah, so beautiful reversible backs. Absolutely gorgeous. And this is just what I would call a watercolor deck. It's really nice and airy. A lot of how did these get all mixed up? Well, not mixed up. They're upside down. How did that happen? And it does come with, I think. Do I have? Oh, maybe it doesn't come with. Now that I'm thinking about it, I know that the MPC version came with 2 lovers cards. I don't recall if it came in the Game Crafters version, so I'll pull that out so you can see it. But again, I don't know if it's in the Game Crafters version or not. Come out of there. Okay, so anyways, let's start. So I wish I had an overhead because it would be so much easier, so I'm just going to show them by hand. But here's the Fool. So cute. Little doggy. Magician. High Priestess. God, I love her so much. I mean, she's really, in my opinion, taken a lot of the kind of the important stuff, the Empress, from the RWS and just kind of left out all the other stuff. I just think that Empress is just stunning. Just the stars forming an arc overhead and the abundance, and not necessarily pregnant, which I also appreciate. So thank you for that. The Emperor. Hierophant. Hierophant looks a lot like a lady, which I think is interesting. This is the Lover's card that came with Game Crafters. I'm almost positive it had another card, but this is, but I may have stuck it away somewhere. I'm trying to remember what I had this in that I pulled it out of, but, oh right. So this was the second Lover's card that came with the Make Playing Cards edition. And I'm going to double check just to see if it's, yeah, no, it's not in its little bag, and I don't have the box anymore, so it may not come with the extra Lover's card, so don't quote me on that, but that would be my tendency to be my guess. Chariot card, one of my favorites except for the reins, but I just love it. It's so pretty. The colors are beautiful. Strength. The Hermit. Wheel. And these people are all clothed in the way I would like to dress, which I just think is funny. Justice. I love that. I love purple hair. A hanged one. And I love when you look at her upside down, she just looks so peaceful. I often do that when I get the Hangman card. I take a look at what he looks like when he's right side up, which would be upside down. Is that right? I don't know. Death card, Ouroboros, sweeping around the universe. Temperance, which I think the death card actually speaks so well to the, rather than the, death like you're dying, it speaks more to the change and the transformations that happen. So I like that a lot. Temperance. Alchemist. Devil. Happiest devil on the planet. I always wonder what's on the end of his string. His puppet, probably, which is we are all. And we can easily leave, which is very cool. The Tower. I like this tower because it doesn't scare the crap out of me, you know? I just did a thing on how the tower doesn't really scare me, but I know it scares a lot of people, and it shouldn't. It really shouldn't. The star, this is absolutely one of my favorite star cards. In fact, I printed one of those out and have it on one of my tarot study books, manuals that I studied. The moon. I love the two images here. I don't get a lot of mystery in this card. But, you know, I think this is a deck you use when you kind of, you know, know a little bit about the cards. I love the sun. I like that there's no baby and no horse in it. Judgment. In the world. I love that she's kind of frolicking. I just think that's awesome. Now we're into the minors. Ace of Wands. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. Much more pensive than I would expect. I mean, very traditional, I guess. I like a little bit more movement in my Three of Wands. I've been influenced by Lisa Pepez. I love the Four of Wands. I just think this is great. I love the air in this deck. Five of Wands. Not much conflict in this card, which I guess, you know, I think of the Five of Wands as not really heavy conflict, but more sparring. Six of Wands. Get my fingers up. Seven of Wands. A little heavier action going there. Eight of Wands. Very typical. Nine of Wands. Does not look particularly battle fatigued. Standing there guarding the wands. Love this one. I think it speaks to the burden of the Ten of Wands. And can we talk about those boots? Cutest ever. Thank you. And he also has purple hair, which I love. One of my faves, the Page of Wands. The men in this deck just kill me. Knight of Wands. They're all just so... I don't know. They all look like old souls in a weird way. Queen of Wands. I'm going to show the Queen and King together because I think they're all the court cards are just beautiful together. So that's the King and Queen of Wands together. Ace of Cups. Again, this beautiful blues. Oh, the heart, wings. I really like that. So simple. Lots of room to breathe in this deck. Two of Cups. Three of Cups. Four of Cups. She doesn't look particularly bored or forlorn or ruining anything. I mean, that's the thing. This deck is not going to scream at you, ever. If it does, you're in trouble, dude, because, yeah. Five of Cups. Six of Cups, as sweet as can be. Seriously. Seven of Cups. I love it. Eight of Cups. Again, one of my favorite. I think I mentioned before, one of my favorite cards. The Green Bee Tarot. Eight of Cups looks a lot like that in an interesting way. Nine of Cups. No John Travolta here. Thank you. Ten of Cups. Page of Cups. Knight of Cups. Oh, he's so handsome. Queen of Cups, another mermaid. I just love them. And the King of Cups. Oh, I was looking at the China. Not quite as matchy-matchy as the other kings and queens, but still. They belong together. You can tell. You can just tell. It's not out of order. So, the Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. Thank you for no bloody hearts. I love this. Everybody knows what the Three of Swords is. We don't need the visuals all the time. Four of Swords. I like this one because a lot of the ones who are laying down look dead. And I like the fact that this person is clearly not dead. They are meditating. They are resting. They are self-caring. Yeah. Five of Swords. So she's got her swords, but not sure she really wants them. Six of Swords. I love this one too. Rough waters to smooth. Little boat. Teeny boat. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Clearly able to unwrap herself if she so chooses to. Nine of Swords. This is probably the most fraught card in the entire deck. And yeah. Not happy, that person. And Ten of Swords. The happiest Ten of Swords on the planet. And I like this one. You know, it's kind of, it takes me back to the green beet tarot that I just made that has two champagne glasses clinking. It's like, to me, when I look at any of the tens, really, it's the end. But it doesn't have to be the end, you know? It's just the end. Starting over, you know? Ready to go. So I like this Ten of Swords. Page of Swords. I love her with her green hair. Knight of Swords. And the Queen and King of Swords. Let's show them together. King and Queen. Definitely together. Fashion coordinated. Beautiful, beautiful. And then the last suit is the Pentacles. And this is one of my favorite suits. I think there isn't a card in this suit that I dislike. Well, there's no card in this deck that I dislike. But this one, this suit in particular suits me well. I love the, you know, kind of the, speaks to choices and balance. And Three Pentacles. And she does have people, like fat fingers are in the way, but the people back there with scrolls and things like that. And she's working on painting those. I just think that's great. Four of Pentacles, literally planting the seeds. Oh wait, that's not right. Buried. What is this? This is the first time I've really thought about this one, but I guess it's kind of hiding away the Pentacles. Yeah. But still, you know, saving them for a rainy day, as it were. Five of Pentacles, again, it's one of my favorites. Hearth is warm. Person on the outside looking in. And I love the stained glass on the little round window here, right here. Six of Pentacles. Beautiful. Seven of Pentacles. Full of pomegranates. Ready to harvest. Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Oh, look at her. Oh, look at that flowy dress. And Ten of Pentacles. I love the lamps. Those are so cool. Page of Pentacles. Oh, I forgot that. Oh, oops. And the Knight of Pentacles. He was a little bit out of order. And the King and Queen of Pentacles. Gorgeous. So there is the Mara Lunne. Yeah, again, I'm not sure if I can ramble much. Not exactly sure what she meant by that, but it's a beautiful deck, and it's if you want something, if you've just had a crap day, but you want to do a reading, but you really are just not interested in being yelled at, you know, by your sharpshooter or any of those other decks that can just freaking whip it out and say, "Rah, rah, rah, rah," pull out the Mara Lunne, because the Mara Lunne, even on its worst moment, what one was it? The Nine of Swords. Was it the Nine of Swords? Worst card of the deck in this one. Even in their worst moments, you kind of feel for the person in that card. It's not, yes, you know, it expresses the anxiety and the worry and the franticness of the Nine of Swords, but you still want to go out and give her a hug. So that's the beauty of the Mara Lunne, in my opinion. And I encourage you to go to her Instagram account. She has I just love her watercolors, all very in this same vein. Light, airy, beautiful, really intense. I mean, they're all they got that kind of little bit of a pastelish aspect going on. But then in colors like purples and blues, she really digs deep into some of those colors, and they're just beautiful. And the quality of the game crafter, like I said, except for my little bit, and frankly, had I never received the MPC version, I would have never been the wiser that the color saturation seems off in this. So truly, I think she's quite aware of the production situation. So I'm guessing that either this is a more accurate, the Game Crafters is a more accurate description. Although, you know, when I sent my stuff to when I sent my little one to the my little deck to make playing cards, they were very specific. They will make no changes. No, they won't do anything. What you send us is what we print. So there's that. So I don't know what happened between her and Make Playing Cards, but it's no longer available there at this time. And if you have questions or concerns, she's reachable through Instagram, or I think on her website she has a contact me as well button. I would give her a ring and find out what she's up to. Anyways, I highly recommend this deck. It's absolutely gorgeous, and that's why I have 2 backups. Alrighty, that's it from here. Take care, everybody. Thanks for coming by. See you later. Star and Flurry out.